mean, I delivered pizza
Yep.
for 8 months.
Yep.
And then I quit due to a weird situation. So I was like, I don't feel safe doing this anymore.
Do you want to elaborate on that situation? Sounds
sure. I
interesting.
mean, yeah, it was delivering for 8 months, and delivering pizza kind of at a chain like that too. You got people that just come and go.
Right.
And I was working probably, I had my full-time job, probably working 40 hours a week. Well, definitely working 40 hours a week. I tried to get 45.
Right.
But they said no.
Right.
Because then I went to needed a second job.
Right.
I just was like, can I get 5 hours overtime?
I feel like
They
that's
said,
always the thing.
yeah. And then that was even a situation because it would be like, oh, well, we have this truck showing up in 30 minutes. Can you stay? No.
Yep.
I have to go to my other job because you won't let me get the overtime here. So I have secured myself where I'm going to make more money.
Yep.
So, yeah, I did that for 8 months. And then it was one day, I remember it because you'll never forget it.
So you were a delivery driver?
I was a delivery driver,
okay,
and it was decent money.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, delivering pizza, definitely, especially in nicer areas.
Yep.
I mean, eventually, too, you learn where to go and where not to go, the people that tip well, and I was like, after 4 months, I was the longest delivery driver there.
Right.
So I knew where to go, and I would take mine, and I'd be like, no, you can go there, I'll take these. But, yeah, it was just a normal night, whatever. I went and delivered to this condo, and some kid answered the door, gave me a credit card and whatever, didn't think about it, signed for it, and then I came back and I forgot something.
Yeah.
So I was going to be on my way out. I was like, whatever, it's on my way home, I'll drop it off. So I did.
Right.
Kid answered the door again, gave it to him, and then I left, and then
Like you forgot to give the kid something?
yeah, I forgot a salad or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You forgot one of an item. Okay.
Yeah, so whatever, think nothing of it, go home. And then, was it a day or maybe it was like 2 days later? I was at work, my normal job, and my phone just kept blowing up. And I don't answer calls if I don't know the number.
Yeah.
And then eventually my neighbor calls me, and I'm like, that lives right across the street, I'm like, what's up? And he's like, what the hell did you do? There's 5 squad cars at your house.
Whoa!
I was like, I have no idea. So then I finally listened to a voicemail, and they're like, hey, this is Detective so-and-so. You're not in trouble, Justin, but we need to talk to you. I was like, okay. So I called them back, and they're like, hey, when would you be able to talk to us? I'm like, well, where are you? They're like, we're at your house. I was like, all right, I can be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So did you leave work early, or did you wait till your
I
shift was
left
done?
work, and then I came back.
Oh,
so
okay,
I went
okay.
and I met him, and yeah, there's 5 squad cars at my house. I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? And then they wanted a description of this kid that I delivered to.
Right.
And I gave him the description, and did you notice anything odd or anything about that? I was like, no. I'm like, it just seemed like some kids were partying and we ordered some pizza and whatever. He's like, okay. And they had the receipt, and I was like, well, I typically remember, if I get a decent tip or a shitty tip. And he's like, oh, $6. He's like, so is that a shitty tip? I was like, that's not bad.
Right.
I mean, some people just give you like the extra remaining $1. Here's 60 cents.
Yeah.
So then I go back, and then I learn more and found out that he was under investigation because there was a missing woman. So where I delivered to wasn't where he lived.
Oh!
A woman lived there. And she had been gone for disappeared for, it's been like 5 days now since anybody's seen her.
So this wasn't her boyfriend hanging out in her home?
No.
Ho, ho, ho!
No. So next thing you know, I go back to work, and then they call me, hey, would you be willing to do a lineup? And I was like, I guess. And it's not in when I'm thinking a lineup, I'm going to have to go there, they're going to line 5 people up like you see in the movies.
What'd they do?
Just came to work with pictures of different people.
Oh,
which
okay.
Most of them are probably cops.
Right.
We're just like, can you point it out?
Yeah.
So whatever, I was like, I'm like, maybe, but I'm like, I don't think this is him at all.
Right.
Whatever. And then, I went on, and then I think a day later, then I found out that he got arrested down on Morris Street because he was driving the woman's car around, and they found her body in the basement.
Oh my God.
So he killed her.
Really?
Yeah.
And then stayed at her house for days.
Yeah. And so he got caught because he was driving her car, but then they found videos of him at Home Depot and I think Menards of getting stuff because I think he was going to decapitate her.
Wow.
But yeah, he was down on Morris Street in her car, and that's where he got arrested. And then obviously they found him guilty. And yeah, I went into work and I talked to my manager at the time, who was 20 years old.
Right.
Here I am 15 years older than him.
Right.
I was like, do you know why the cops are in here asking for that receipt? He's like, oh yeah, it was some credit card fraud. I was like, no, it wasn't. That kid murdered someone.
They were just playing it off.
Yeah, I was like, geez.
Yep.
And then whatever goes by, and then my brother talking about neighbors.
Yeah.
My brother, his old neighbors, he did not get along with. So the cops were called all the time. And they saw his last name. And like, are you related to Justin? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's my little brother. He's like, he was a big help with catching that kid that murdered that woman. I was like, geez.